coronavirus. For the fourth straight day, Houston reported no new deaths, but sadly, Harris County reported 2 more deaths yesterday. We've now reached more than 8,000 cases in the greater Houston area, but the city and county are reporting that more than 1,400 have recovered combined. Statewide, we're now at just under 20,200 cases and 517 deaths.
Today in Texas, some retailers are set to reopen, or at least they're allowed to now, but under limited restrictions. Michelle Choi breaks down those rules.
Xavier, restrictions that closed down non-essential businesses for the last few weeks officially lifted just a few hours ago, but don't expect to walk into a mall or your favorite store just yet. Instead, shoppers will be offered what's being called retail to go. According to Governor Abbott's order, here's how that'll work. Shoppers will stay in their cars, purchases should be made in advance, and workers will then put the items in the back seats or trunks of cars, and there should never be any personal contact. Nearly all of Houston area's major malls have confirmed they'll have several stores participating. So will small-scale retailers, including Très Chic, a local boutique.
We really miss our customers, so just the connection at all is really exciting for us to reconnect with people in a way that's not just virtual.
As for retail workers' safety, here's what the state is requiring. Employees must wear facial coverings. They can only work if they've been pre-screened by their employers and are in good health. And workers must be trained in hygiene and disinfecting procedures and sanitize their hands between each customer. Some shopping malls offering curbside pickup today include the Galleria and Memorial City Mall. For a full list of malls participating and more, just go to our website at khou.com. Guys, back to you.
Michelle, this morning the debate over reopening America is raging. While Texas is gradually opening things up, places like Georgia are going full steam ahead. They're opening up gyms, barbershops, salons, and massage therapists today. So President Trump now says he's not really thrilled about that decision from Georgia's governor. Vice President Pence says 16 states unveiled plans to lift COVID-19 restrictions. But a new CBS News poll shows most Americans, 63%, are more worried about lifting restrictions too fast, making the outbreak worse. So we want your take this morning. In our live survey, we're asking, are you more concerned about the outbreak or the economy? As always, you can weigh in online at khou.com/vote now or by opening up our mobile app.
Brandy, thank you. Let's go live now to Washington, D.C., where President Trump is expected to sign the latest COVID-19 relief bill. The bill amount is $484 billion, and most of that going to small businesses. The House passed the bill late last night, and that plan will also give more funding to hospitals and testing for coronavirus. But it comes with strict guidelines for big, publicly traded companies that took money from the first stimulus package.
Large businesses have sent funds back to us, and in some cases I stopped funds, either they're not gone out or we've renegotiated it and they're not getting them.
The Treasury Department says large companies that took loans but don't meet the guidelines will have to pay the government back by May 7th.
Nursing homes, transit riders, even churches, those are just a few of the places that Houston plans to provide masks to ahead of the Harris County face covering order. That starts on Monday. That's where your Rush Block heads next.
That you mask up and glove up and just sanitize on a regular.
Rapper Slim Thug and other well-known Houston faces are urging everyone to cover their faces in a PSA. Starting Monday, Harris County will require most people over 10 to wear a face covering in public. The city of Houston is giving away 200,000 masks to those in need. 6 Harris County Sheriff's Office employees are in the hospital with COVID-19. In total, 167 employees tested positive. A majority of them work in the jail.
A Montgomery ISD high school principal is recovering from COVID-19 and 20 days on a ventilator. Phil Eaton is still hospitalized and getting treatment at Tier Memorial Hermann in the Woodlands. The principal of Lake Creek High says he's lucky to be alive.
The overwhelming support from the community and our kids and parents has blown me away.
Charities like Easter Seals and Camp for All are asking for help. With fundraisers canceled or postponed, they say donations are the only way they'll stay afloat.
My real fear is charities are the 4th largest employer in the country.
Help us over this hump. We don't know what the end of it's going to look like.
And that's your Rush Block on this Friday morning.
The coronavirus hit cruise lines hard, and it makes sense considering how easily the virus can spread in close quarters. But it turns out that the future of that industry might be better than expected. Stephanie Whitfield connects the dots.
Is the cruise industry poised to bounce back in 2021? Signs say yes. But why? Let's connect the dots. Travel agents and industry experts are noticing that people are getting a jump on booking cruises for next year. A report from Swiss bank UBS showed cruise bookings up 9% over the last 30 days compared to the same period last year. And that's not all. The same report showed 76% of people who had cruises canceled recently chose to take credit for a future trip over a refund. Some cruise lines are even offering up to 125% of the value of the canceled cruise, enticing travelers to set sail after the pandemic ends. A cruise industry review site also polled vacationers and found 3 in 4 plan to continue cruising plans. Experts say it's a sign of how devoted cruise fans are to these vacations. And it's good news for economies in places like Galveston, which count on the money coming in from cruises in and out of port each year. Connecting the dots, I'm Stephanie Whitfield for H-Town Rush.
Stephanie, thank you. For the latest information on COVID-19, you can head to khou.com/coronavirus.